Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Jither. Welcome back to another Naruto reaction video here today. And today I'm doing a requested video by y'all, so I appreciate the recommendation. This is 15 Naruto characters stronger than Naruto, debunked by the great Swagkage. So I appreciate the request once again. And I'm assuming that Swag is going to be shitting on a bad list of 15 characters that whoever made this list thinks can beat Naruto. All right, so kind of assume how this is going to go. You know, Naruto by Boruto is probably one of the strongest shinobi on Earth, with only a couple of exceptions like Ishiki, and I think that's it, really. So hearing the number 15 already seems sus, all right, because I don't think there's 15 characters stronger than Naruto. There might not even be 5 or even 3, debatedly. So we're going to get straight into this. I'm interested to see what Swag has to say here today. But before we begin, hey, Leo's really appreciate it. Hit that like button, turn on bell notifications, stay tuned to yours truly. And if you are new and you enjoy, and you mess with the kid, make sure to hit that sub button, man, because once you do become part of the family forever. But it's not wasting more time. Screen. Let's see what Swag has to say today.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Swagkage
here. So this video format might be a bit weird. I don't really do this very often. I did do something like this once before when I poked fun at the Versus Battle Wiki's Naruto tier list. But I haven't really dabbled in this style of video making since then. But
let me know if you guys want me to do that one too, if I haven't done it yet.
Linked this list to me, and oh boy, it's a list made by Screen Rant. Let me
Screen Rant
down real fast so you can see it.
Okay,
see? There you go, Screen Rant. And these people don't have a fantastic track record. Geekdom made a video about them a couple years back when they put out a pretty bad list about like 15 Dragon Ball plot holes, and it was pretty misinformed. It was very clear the guy didn't do his research,
right,
and wasn't really a huge fan of Dragon Ball, and this seems to be the exact same thing all over again. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that this list is way worse than that one. Let me also preface this by like really emphasizing this part of the title.
Way more powerful.
Way more powerful. You can see here too, just right off the bat, he's got Rock Lee and Kabuto as a partner.
Yeah, that's already
he also has Sasuke.
Bad.
And that's debatable. You know, I don't want to get into that. Because like some people are like, yeah, Sasuke is stronger than Naruto now. It's been
that one's debatable, right?
Series. I mean,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say for the sake of argument that it could go either way, and that Sasuke definitely isn't way more powerful.
Yeah, definitely not.
But he's
definitely
not really the worst person you could have picked for a list like this. Let's just start going through. So here he has like an intro bit, and he's like, yeah, Naruto used to be really good because the fights were smart and clever, and it was great. Then it went through some like DBZ level power creep, and now it's bad. Don't really know how that's relevant to the list. If that's your opinion, okay, sure, dude. But well, after you guys see all the people he put here, I'm pretty sure you're not even going to believe that he's actually sat down and either watched or read Naruto from front to back. So I don't know how you could have an opinion like that. Maybe you had a friend who told you about it. I don't know, but let's just get going. So here we have Rock Lee and my guy, and he says that they would be able to kill Naruto because they have the 8th gate. Here's basically what he says. He's like, the 8 gates are really strong. When Lee first used them against Gaara, we got to see that they can be used for a person to surpass their limits and become super strong. And then he says that, so Guy finally opened the 8th gate during his fight against Madara, and it was just what we expected. Therefore, Guy and Lee could kill any living person in combat. He also specifies during the Boruto era. He puts it in parentheses to make sure
the Boruto era.
He's talking about Boruto era.
Exactly. He has no legs.
Guy is in a wheelchair.
He has no legs.
And Lee can't use the 8th gate. Even
exactly.
If they could, 8th gate guy couldn't really do anything against Madara. I mean, he did like blow off half of his body, but he
give him that. I give him that. Yeah.
Stood there and like let him get ready to perform.
Low key,
yeah. And he also had assistance from like 4 people. Then Sage of Six Paths Naruto came out, not even at full power, and just whacked Madara around with no issues whatsoever. Madara was having a good time against Guy, but he was freaking out against Naruto. He was like, what is going on? What did Obito do back there? I need answers now. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Number 14, we have Orochimaru.
Okay.
So he says that Orochimaru could beat Naruto because basically nobody's been able to kill him yet. He manages to cheat death in one way or another a lot, and I mean, he only really does this one time. And second, he knows the Reaper Death Seal, so somehow, yeah, he'd be able to kill Naruto with the Reaper Death Seal. That's the guy's argument. And no, Hiruzen couldn't do it to Orochimaru. There is no way, given that information, that Orochimaru would.
Sorry, guys, if you hear that jet. Sorry about that.
Naruto Uzumaki. Some of you may have already seen this. At number 13, he has Minato. And he doesn't mention Minato's Biju mode or his stage mode or any of that stuff, which, don't get me wrong, that wouldn't put him above Naruto, but that's just some of the stuff you'd expect him to say, well, this is why Minato will be able to compete with him. He has the same abilities or, something stupid. But no, what he says is Minato can use flying Raijin to teleport, and so Naruto just can't keep up with him. Yep. He wouldn't be able to win in a fight. And, like, remember when Tobirama tried to hit Madara with a flying Raijin, and he was just like, whoosh. Nope. That is exactly what would happen if Minato tried to do the same thing.
Yeah, and probably even worse.
Like 100 times worse.
Exactly, yeah.
Next, Obito Uchiha. Obito could suck Naruto into the Kamui dimension, therefore he would win. That's this guy's reasoning. Obito couldn't even react to Minato. I am not referring to the Obito that fought Minato when he was like 14 or whatever. Because that's kind of not fair. That's like a young Obito. He got stronger. I'm talking about Obito during the Fourth War when Minato like warps over to him and then he like slashes his throat open with a kunai. And Obito couldn't do anything about it. And he clearly isn't talking about Jubito because Jubito can't use Kamui. So
correct as well. Yes.
Really great list so far, dude. Next is Milwaukee. I mean, we don't really know what he's capable of yet. So
yeah, correct.
Correct. Can have that one. 10 is Kabuto. The reason he says this isn't because of Kabuto's Sage Mode or anything. It's just like, well, Kabuto can reanimate everyone who ever died, and you can get like really strong people Naruto can't beat. And what he says exactly is that Kabuto was he only lost because an alliance made up of like every ninja ever gathered to fight against him, and anything less would have been baby mode difficulty for him. He would have been able to easily deal with it. And no, he also goes on to call the Edo Tensei summons unstoppable regenerating zombies, and I guess he doesn't know that the truth-seeking Naruto can use can nullify the Edo Tensei regeneration. And no matter how many people Kabuto brought back, if they were to fight 7th Hokage Naruto, it would
stand no chance.
Be like a repeat of what happened when Madara was first revived and he fought the 4th Division. It would be a complete slaughter. Nobody would even put a scratch on it.
Agreed.
Number 9 is Yamato. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Oh my god, just move on, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Is the remaining tailed beasts. This is just as dumb as Yamato. Naruto still has access to all of their powers.
It's pretty bad.
Like, I know that they're all roaming around the planet right now, but he was able to use their powers while, like after they had been sucked into the Ghetto Mazo, turned into the Ten Tails, absorbed by Madara, who then transformed into Kaguya. So, no reason to assume he wouldn't be able to use their abilities while they are much less far removed from him.
Right.
Like, the guy's like, yeah, man, if anybody wants to take out Naruto or B, all they have to do is gather some of the Biju. And it's like, Naruto and B fought the Biju, and they fucking won. I don't...
Yeah,
Number 7
that one's pretty bad.
This is iffy. It's debatable whether or not Hokage Naruto could beat Madara. That's something that I'd probably have to spend like a whole video talking about. So sure.
All right, let's pause it right there. I definitely think Madara would win, but this guy doesn't do much to explain why he thinks so. I actually disagree here with Swag's take on this. All right, so this is my reasoning. So please feel free to let me know if you disagree. Madara, at his fullest power, right, was battled by Naruto and Sasuke. So they know firsthand how powerful he is. When Kaguya came, I believe Sasuke made a statement saying, this person, this entity is a greater threat than Madara. So automatically that means Kaguya is stronger as far as power, pure power. He's more powerful. And then later on in Boruto, when Momoshiki came down, Sasuke once again said, "Oh, this is a threat greater than Kaguya. Hence, that means that threat's greater than Madara." So I really disagree with this take that Swag has here. I don't think Madara defeats Hokage Naruto. All right, so I'm talking about Hokage Naruto. Just to set the record straight, doesn't defeat him. All right, so we're halfway through this list, so I wanted to give my 2 cents anyway here. It's a pretty sad list having Yamato on there. Like, come on, man. Yamato probably could have beat Naruto halfway through Shippuden. That's bad. The Tailed Beasts, God, if you're talking about Hokage Naruto, come on. Come on. I have nothing to say about that. Who else do you have on there? Orochimaru. Now, yeah, Orochimaru's tough to kill. You know, he's a snake. He's a tough cookie to break. But Naruto is basically a light timer shinobi, meaning he can move at the speed of light, right? Because the Raikage, stay in the data book, full speed is almost the speed of light. And we can all agree, Hokage Naruto is faster than Raikage. So Orochimaru is by no means a light timer shinobi. Please let me know if he is. He's not. He wouldn't even touch Naruto. In fact, Naruto could disappear before he even sees it. So let's get that out of the way right now. He could do many, many things to Orochimaru. All right, so let's get that out of the way. I'm not even going to speak on the rest. I kind of forgot, to be honest. So far, it's a pretty pathetic list. If you guys agree with this guy, not Madara, excuse me, not Swag, I mean the list, please feel free to let me know as well. So let's continue, though.
This one, I wouldn't go so far as to say that Madara is way more powerful than Naruto, but, you know, fine. But, so...
Deidara?
He puts Deidara on the list, and he also put Deidara above Madara. He says
that's pretty bad.
Naruto wouldn't be able to win because Deidara's C0 blast was just way too strong. Let's read this out loud. Deidara's microscopic bombs and his final C0 explosives required Masashi Kishimoto to dig deep into his pile of excuses in order to save Sasuke's life. This required him to use a combination of the summoning technique and a high-level genjutsu in the space of a few seconds before an explosion took place, which are abilities beyond that of Naruto's capabilities. Naruto withstood the explosion created by Indra's arrow, hitting 2 tailed beast bomb like 6 pads Rasen shirt.
Exactly.
You could probably see that shit from space. Deidara's suicide bomb is not gonna do anything to him.
No.
Even assuming he isn't fast enough to do what heavy Sasuke did, which is also dumb. If he got hit by the explosion, he'd 100% survive, I promise.
Yes, I agree.
Number
completely.
5 is Choji.
Oh,
he says Choji
God.
would win because of the 3 colored pills.
Oh, Jesus.
And he also mentions Jirobo. He mentions Jirobo from part 1 in a list about characters who are stronger than Hokage Naruto.
Oh, my.
I'm not even going to spend
Wow.
any time
Yeah,
talking about why this doesn't.
I have nothing to say.
Just visualize Choji fighting Naruto and winning. Number 4 is Kaguya. Okay, sure. Whatever. You're gonna have this one too. Don't really have any complaints from me. Number 3 though?
I disagree.
Can we talk about Danzo being on this list? He also doesn't mention Izanagi anywhere in these little text blurbs. He just mentions that Danzo has Senju and Uchiha DNA, and that he wanted them so that he could control Kurama. So if you're arguing that the ability to control Kurama would allow Danzo to win, if it was that simple, Obito would have done that.
Right.
Madara would have done that. Kaguya would have done that.
Correct.
Sasuke would have done it during the battle in the final
Most
valley.
definitely. Agreed.
Danzo. Let's basically just boil this down to the same thing I did with Choji. Just visualize Danzo fighting Hokage Naruto. And
there's no shot.
The next 2 are Momoshiki and Sasuke, which are like... Momoshiki did get busted up by a Rasengan thrown by Boruto, and this Rasengan was provided by Naruto.
Exactly.
So, and then Sasuke, I already talked about Sasuke at the beginning of the video, so I won't waste any more time here. So, this is like a really big, fat duty on Screen Rant's reputation right here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
There's no way this guy has ever sat down and actually like watched Naruto or read it or anything. Maybe he's seen like a couple YouTube clips of it or something.
Right.
But like it's like he wrote this list after his boss was like, all right, get on Naruto Wiki, you got 30 minutes. And like this was the result. I actually really hope this guy makes another Naruto list. And if he does, I want you guys to keep me informed about it. Link me to it, tell me about it, whatever you have to do.
Great video, Swag, as always.
Shit is really funny.
That was a pretty bad list, yeah. I agree with Swag completely.
So, you know, thanks for watching the video all the way through to the end. If you want more videos like
great video,
debunk style videos, you know, just ask. And yeah, till my next video, talk to you guys later. Swagkage out. Bye.
Peace. Alright guys, there you guys have it. Whoops, accidentally clicked on another video. There you guys have it. That was 15 characters stronger than Naruto debunked. Alright, so great video by Swag once again. I disagree with him on some points. I don't think Kaguya beats Hokage Naruto. Momoshiki obviously doesn't. He lost to a half chakra reserved Naruto after he was seeping the Nine-Tails chakra out of him. Obviously, yeah, he had Sasuke's help as well, but you know, the point kind of still stands. He lost to a pretty primitive Rasengan. It was a giant Rasengan, granted, but it wasn't like a special Rasengan. It wasn't a, you know, Boro release Rasen Shuriken, anything like that. It was just a massive Rasengan that Boruto threw. So no, Moshiki's not beating Hokage Naruto. Now Sasuke, that's a different story. That's the only debatable one in my opinion. Again, I'm still learning about Naruto. I would consider myself someone who knows a lot about it, but feel free to let me know in the comments if you disagree, and I'll be happy to read and even debate some of you on the comments. As far as Sasuke, that one's debatable, right? That one's the only good candidate on this list. You know, now Boruto's still kind of unknown. I'm talking about the manga, right? Like Kawaki, it's still ongoing. So that one I can't disagree with because I don't know what he's capable of just yet. Kishimoto's still thinking these things through, right? So maybe he is. Maybe he already is. I'm not caught up to the manga of Boruto, just to be quite honest. So Kawaki, okay, I'll give him that one. And Sasuke, I'll give him that one. But great video by Swagkage. And despite the couple of disagreements, I pretty much agree with Swag on most things. And even the things I disagree on, I know are debatable. You know, I know they're debatable in the world of anime. Here's the thing about anime. When people debate this, a lot of people fall into the lore trap. The lore being like, oh, this guy's the shit. Like Itachi. Itachi's my favorite character. But some people think he's fucking God. Like he beats a Madara and shit. Like he solos Madara with the Tsukuyomi, which is just not true. You know, like Rock Lee having the 5 gates. Like the guy that made this list had Rock Lee on this list. This is just ridiculous. So the lore trap is real. We've all fallen for it, including myself. We've all fallen for the lore trap, but you got to be careful. You got to look at the facts and the feats, right? Now, granted, data books do have some inconsistencies, right? There aren't very many. There are some. If you read, you're like, oh, this is no. And there's some that are like, okay, this is true, right? So you got to use your intuition here. You can't just use your bias and the lore of the character, right? Like someone like Itachi, like I just said. So this guy, whoever made this list, obviously wasn't very, you know, read up on Naruto as Hokage or these characters, right? Because a lot of these people on this list are just not it. They're not it. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to react to the other one, I think it's Sasuke's. Let me know in the comments as well, and I'll bring you that one. But and of course, if you guys have any other recommendations, let me know in the comments. But I love you all. I'll rock with you. I appreciate all the love and support, and I'll catch you in the next video. It's G the Great signing out. Peace.